Olá a todos, sejam bem-vindos. Estamos agora aqui entrevistando o Prabhu, ele é da empresa Facilio. Vou começar falando um pouquinho sobre mim e depois eu vou já trazer o Prabhu para a conversa. Meu nome é Guilherme, sou CEO da Smartus. Para quem não conhece, a Smartus, para quem não conhece, é uma empresa que cria, consolida e distribui conteúdo e informações relevantes para o mercado imobiliário. E essa entrevista ela vai ser em inglês e será gravada, então vai ter legenda para aqueles que querem nos assistir no smartusplay.com.br. Então, olá para você que já está nos assistindo no Smartus Play, convido todos a darem like nessa entrevista e se inscreverem no nosso canal para mais conteúdos como esse. A ideia desse quadro, que se chama Startups Todo Mundo, é entrevistarmos 15 startups, entrevistarmos startups do mundo todo, e nós já entrevistamos 15 startups da Alemanha, Estados Unidos, Dinamarca, Índia, Reino Unido, Chile, Argentina, México e muito mais. Confira tudo isso em smartusplay.com.br. Agora eu vou falar em inglês e falar diretamente com o Prabhu. Hi, Prabhu. Thank you very much for
Hi.
joining us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Good morning.
It's a huge pleasure to have you here. It's a very, very good opportunity to understand your company, understand you, our point of view, and use as a professional as well.
Mm-hmm.
Prabhu, can we start? I'd like to start understand about yourself. So tell me about your experience and background, please.
Yeah, my name is Prabhu Ramachandran. I'm the founder and CEO of Facilio. Before starting Facilio, I worked with a company named Zoho for around 17 years. And across that 17 years, I was heading one of the three divisions of Zoho, where we built software for large telecom network remote monitoring, like software that can help big telecom companies to remotely, predictively monitor their network infrastructure. And I also built the Internet of Things product lines in Zoho, where we built a IoT software platform and applications on top of those platforms. Applications included apps like windmill monitoring, solar monitoring, industrial automation, agricultural monitoring, vehicle tracking, energy management. These are different set of applications I built. And so I started Facilio along with my friends and co-founders in 2017. And close to the last 3 years, we have been working on Facilio.
That's interesting. And that makes a lot of sense when I make this question about why exactly and what problem you try to solve and how your company was created when you just did it.
Yeah. So if you look at my background, so I've been vastly working on large scale enterprise remote monitoring application, whether it is telecom, whether it is windmill, solar, vehicles. How can we apply technology like cloud, mobility, machine learning, AI, IoT to help large enterprises optimize their operations and maintenance? So that has been my expertise. So at Facilio, so that triggered us to start Facilio, where we looked at real estate as a market, wherein we felt that real estate, across real estate's operations and maintenance, once a building gets constructed and it gets occupied by different stakeholders, that is when the operations maintenance kicks in. There is tremendous scope to apply technology in the space and bring in efficiency in terms of efficiency in workforce, efficiency in resources like energy and water, efficiency in using high value critical assets like air conditioning, fire safety, elevator kind of assets. Okay? So that is the core vision with which we started Facilio, where how can we apply modern technology like cloud, mobile, AI, machine learning, IoT into real estate, so that we can help real estate owners to optimize their operations and maintenance of real estate. Okay? So as part of that, we now offer a software platform. We call it as Building Ops Cloud Platform, wherein this platform helps real estate owners who own a large set of distributed properties across a country to centrally monitor, operations and maintenance of their facilities, and help them to predictively maintain these buildings, help them to reduce their operational expense, help them to remotely operate these buildings.
Oh, that very interesting. And well, going deeper on what you are talking now, what exactly your company do? And what are the products and solutions people can buy from you?
Yeah. So we offer a software platform, plus we have application built on that platform. Okay. So broadly, we offer a three suite of applications for real estate companies. Number one is our connected building suite of application, which includes, it starts with how can customers remotely operate, control their buildings, like remotely operate their HVAC systems, their elevator systems, fix problems, maintain them. Number one. And then next is energy and water management in facilities. Okay. Third one is predictively maintain these equipments within these buildings. Okay. These are part of our connected building suite of application. That is number one. Our second suite of application is maintenance management suite, which includes your work order management, asset management, inventory management, spare parts management, workforce management. All of that comes under maintenance management for real estate. Okay? And the third suite of application is tenant management, where our customers who are large real estate owners, they're going to have different set of tenants. Tenants from, say, a commercial office tenant who is renting out few uh, floors of a building, or it could be retail tenants who are renting out shops within a mall. Okay, how can customers engage with the tenant with very less friction, so that one, tenants are facing very less number of problems with their facilities. Tenants are optimizing their energy. They are able to easily interact with the maintenance team. So we provide a suite of apps, including like visitor management, vendor management, trouble ticketing, help desk management, all of that bundle in a tenant suite of applications. So broadly, three set of apps on top of the platform. And number one is connected building, number two is maintenance management, and number three is tenant experience management.
Interesting. And well, I saw when I was searching for you several companies, but you, of course, your company came to brought my attention. In this
Mhm.
sense, I'd like you to clarify exactly what are the key points of differentiation of your company. What makes you different?
Yes. So if you look at how real estate is operated today, it's mostly in a very siloed fashion, where every site or every building has a set of automation, and they also have a set of software, different software for attendance management, different software for energy management, tenant management. So customers have to juggle between so many different tool in just one building or one site, and expand that into a large real estate companies having properties across multiple cities. They do not have the capability to look at what is happening across their properties with respect to maintenance and operations and maintenance. So this is where we differentiate, where number one, our product is built as a platform for portfolio wide management. Instead of using several tools, customers can use our platform, which is a unified way of managing across portfolio. This is one differentiator we provide. Next one is we are hardware agnostic. So we integrate with existing automation system, existing sensors. It can be from any vendor, any technology. We integrate with that. So this helps customers to not to get vendor locked with one particular vendor. Ours is a more open platform, hardware agnostic, and we leverage what is available there in the building in terms of automations. So customers can take our product, start using it with very minimal upfront investment. Okay? And the third part is we are heavily leveraging technology like cloud, mobility. Our all our modules are offered as mobile apps in a very contextual way for all stakeholders, right from building owner to a maintenance engineer to a supervisor to an energy auditor to a financial person in real estate. Everybody gets contextual mobile apps, so they're able to perform their task, perform their work, use the product from anywhere in the world. It becomes even more relevant today after COVID, where everybody has to work like do some part of their work remotely. So our technology helps customers to have their workforce remote but still be updated and perform their work.
Very nice. And in terms of solutions and products that you are still developing and expect to have in the future, can you open to us a bit of it?
Yeah. So as I touched upon earlier, we have a broadly three suite of applications. So under connected building, we currently have energy, water management, and predictive maintenance, and remote control of buildings, like remote building operations. These are the modules that we have within connected building. So our predictive maintenance is done with both what you call as fault detection and diagnostics module. Plus, we are applying machine learning on the data that we gather from buildings so that our machine learning models can predict problems within buildings, within the equipments of the buildings ahead of time. That helps customers to go and fix them very proactively. So connected building is one suite. And as I explained earlier, next one is maintenance, where we have work order management, asset management, inventory management, spare parts management, and all these scheduling, reporting, everything regarding the maintenance of property. Okay. Third part is tenant, which includes visitor management, vendor management, utility billing for tenants. We offer an AI chatbot for tenants, which can help them to quickly raise problems, raise tickets, and also know who's working on the problem, when it is expected to fix. All of that we apply AI and help tenants to have a very frictionless experience.
Mhm. Very nice. And which countries do you work currently in, and where do you plan to take your business in the future?
Yeah. So currently we have operations in across US, Middle East, India, and Brazil. We have customers across these regions now, and we are now recently started up our office in Singapore. We are also signing partners and starting to operate in Europe and Australia. So we are pretty much global, operating in multiple continents now. However, a large part of customers today are in US, Middle East, and Brazil and India.
Excellent. And could you tell us about a successful case with a client of yours?
Yeah. So our clients vastly falls under like two or three category of customers. Our
Mhm.
core customers are real estate owners, real estate companies that own office buildings or retail buildings. Okay. This is our core set of customers. And the next set is facilities management companies, companies that offer services to real estate owners like maintenance services, annual maintenance contracting services. These FM companies use our technology for their own efficiency and also to provide services for their customers. And the third set of customers is corporate customers or enterprises. They could be like corporate offices having several properties in different countries, or they could be like chain of hospitals, chain of hotels, kind of enterprises who either own or operate a set of real estate. So these are the three broad set of customers: real estate companies, and then facilities management, property management companies, and the third one is enterprises who either own or operate facilities. Okay? So we have customers across all these. We have a lot of customers who own a lot of office buildings across the country, and they are currently using Facilio to connect all their buildings into one platform and remotely run their building operations. Instead of having operations per building level, they are doing it per portfolio level, and they will use Facilio for energy saving. They're using Facilio for workforce efficiency. This is one type. We also have ESCO companies, energy services companies, who use our technology to save energy for their customers. So we have an extensive energy management module, which includes various aspects like fault detection, diagnostics, reporting, analytics, regressions, measurement and verification, all these modules where these ESCO companies are using our product to save energy for their customers. Okay? And we also have facilities management companies as our customers, partners. One of the successful case studies, in fact, in Brazil, where we are working with a company named PD7, based out of, they have office in different cities in like Rio and Sao Paulo, where they are offering facilities management services, smart building services to their customers in Brazil. And they are using our technology as a central platform to offer these services in a highly efficient way.
Mm-hmm. And just to name again, this is PD7. It's a Brazilian
Yes,
company. Yes,
yes,
just
yes,
say again so people can remember it later. It's a
yes,
partner of Smartus as well. These
yes.
are really good. And what are you looking for at this moment? Investment, expansion, consolidation, growth?
Yeah. So we are currently venture funded. We are funded by tier one VC firms like Axel and Tiger Global. We have raised our Series A. As of now, we are expecting more for expansion, global expansion, and partnership in different regions. We partner with companies like facility management companies or building services companies or large IT system integrated companies. So currently, more than the investment itself, we are looking for good partners and we are looking for expansion, customers, and growth in different regions.
Excellent. And let's talk now about an overview, your opinion about the real estate industry, especially
Yeah.
considering the countries that you currently in. So the real estate market, as far as I see, is seen as conservative in relation to other sectors.
Hmm.
And does this also occur in the countries where you currently working?
Yes, I would partly agree with your statement where, in general, real estate industry has been a bit of conservative when it comes to technology. I would say partly is because of the nature of the business itself, where so the construction industry is it takes time, it is slow moving, and there is several layers of contracting, outsourcing in the industry. Okay? So that is partly the problem, but that's a common theme we are observing in different continents. But of course, a country like US is far advanced than say some of the Asian regions in terms of technology penetration. Like they have a lot more automation, a lot more technology compared to other regions. But still, the other regions are catching up. But to summarize, I would say yes, it is a slow-moving industry. But we have in last 2 3 years, we are seeing that the adoption of technology is increasing, and with the new the COVID situation, what we are foreseeing is the whole real estate industry will now adopt the technology to move ahead. And need is a driving force. When there is a need, industries usually come and adapt to it. Now that there is a lot of constraints in terms of resources, in terms of all these lockdowns and other things, we are seeing that real estate companies are looking at technology to help them become even more efficient.
Well, and in this sense, what, in your opinion, is the role of startups and new technology companies on this shift of mentality of the construction sector and the real estate market?
Mhm. So well, like with other industries, there is the whole prop tech is very vibrant, particularly in last 4 5 years across the globe. We have seen increased number of startups coming with new technology and solving different problems. And there have been very good success stories in real estate space where technology like softwares have come and made a very big impact. Um, Predominant of them have been on the sales side of real estate, where how can technologies being deployed to find customers, find tenants, sign the deals faster. That is where more technology has been deployed, and the operations and the maintenance aspect has been a bit slower. But with COVID, we are expecting that this is one area. The whole operations and maintenance is one area which can even help real estate companies to uh, look at how they can actually increase their profit by reducing the operations and maintenance cost by using technology. So in next couple of years, I see that the operations and maintenance area within real estate, which includes your sustainability, your maintenance, and other aspects, property management, and other aspects, have increased adoption of new tech in the real estate industry.
Yeah. And well, one broader question, Airbnb, Booking.com, WeWork, they mostly were invented by people, well, relatively outside of the industry. What keeps most of the big companies, in your opinion, still away from the development of products and solutions, just like startups?
Yeah, so see, my opinion is the larger companies in real estate today, they have done a fair job. Like the whole industry, if we look at technology, the major portion of that technology still have been provided by the bigger vendor, and we cannot like make a blanket statement that the big vendors have not contributed. However, so your point, yes, companies like Airbnb, Uber, they all came out of were started by people outside the industry. In fact, even myself, I'm not from the real estate industry, so I came from a telecom industry. In a lot of cases, that brings a new perspective into the problem. So because I was in telecom for 17 years, if you look at how telecom is emerging every 5 years, in last 20 years, we had like 20 years back, we didn't have mobile phones at all. But in 20 years, from landline to mobile to 2G to 3G, now we're talking about after 4G, now 5G. And everything is getting done by from with the mobile phones. So telecom as an industry has been very fast moving. And having been in that industry, when we look at real estate, we are bringing a very fresh perspective into how we can solve the problems, solve the inefficiency problems in real estate. So that aspect, in a way, helps where somebody coming outside the industry is bringing some good things from the other industry into this new industry. But however, I see that even the existing larger organization have done a fairly good job, and always startups have an advantage because they are small, they are more nimble, but the major impact usually is coming from the bigger vendors.
Yeah, and there is one question for the audience, and Leonardo asked if in the scenario of world pandemic, the access to information is very important, and the people were looking for what kind of information people are looking from Facilio, and I would say that additionally to what kind of information they are looking for, and what, in your opinion, will happen to the real estate industry after the COVID-19?
Yeah. So I will comment more on the operations and maintenance rather than the construction part and the sales part of real estate. I will be more specific on the operations and maintenance. As I touched upon earlier, uh, traditionally the operations and maintenance have been like sort of overlooked when it comes to technology, because real estate companies in last one and a half decades have been moving very fast by constructing new properties, selling them, and then going to next projects, because there have been very fast urbanization across the globe, new cities being built, cities being expanded. So the focus was more on construction, creating new properties, finding tenants for that. And the post construction, the operations maintenance have been mostly overlooked because there were tons of money coming in, and it was okay to like be inefficient in that. But now post COVID, what is happening is construction is slowing down, and occupancy levels is also expected to come down because of job losses and slower business growth. So what happens is real estate companies, once their revenue is slowing down, now they are going to, this is a time where they're going to look back and see, okay, my operations and maintenance, I'm spending so much of money and there are so much of inefficiencies. How can I apply technology and then save money there, so that even if my revenue is coming down, I can to some extent arrest my profit drop in profits. Okay, so this is what we are seeing, where more and more real estate companies are looking at technologies that can help them to remotely operate their buildings instead of deploying so many people in each building across 2 3 shifts. They are looking at technology to optimize that, and real estate companies are looking at technology to bring down operational cost in terms of more automations, in terms of reduce energy and water spend. So these are aspects which the whole post COVID scenario will trigger, where technology players in this space are going to have a lot more opportunities now. This will actually bring, even though it's actually a problem for everyone, but the silver lining is it is going to bring a lot more efficiency, lot more discipline in the way the facilities are getting operated. That is going to have an impact on overall the climate impact also, because globally buildings are a major contributor of CO2. They are a major consumer of electricity and other forms of power. So if they become efficient, that is going to have a positive impact on overall urbanization and better on the overall climate change also.
Well, excellent. And I have one last question to you about trying to understand the relation between small and mid-sized small and mid-sized high technology companies and big
Mhm.
corps. So, what type of partnerships or collaboration you think are the most sustainable for big corps and small and mid-sized high-tech companies?
Yeah, so personally, if you see the way how even the way how Facilio looks at, one, we are not depending on larger company partnerships, because we feel that we have to solve a unique problem for customers, a problem that customers want really to be solved. So that is a core thing for either you're a big company or a small company, you need to have a solution that goes and addresses the problem. So that is a basic thing, and you need to repeat that. You need to expand based on that. But however, given that again, real estate has been slow, the technology adoption is just now getting mainstream. There is opportunity for everyone to collaborate, because not one company can solve all problems. There are, you can look at complementing companies and then get into strategic partnership. Partnership could be in terms of products, integrated products, or it could be in terms of go to market or sharing a same partner channel. So different ways to collaborate. So collaboration is very very important. You need to look at right partners to collaborate. From a Facilio point of view, we are not very fixated about we have to collaborate only with larger companies. Even there could be cases where even other startups like us could be a good collaboration. But generally, what we have seen is that uh, with larger companies and the smaller startup, it is never easy,
Yeah.
because of the organization structure and all the different things. We have seen that whenever we go and work with large companies, we have to spend a lot of time, but the outcome, fruitful outcome, is very very less. So we are generally very cautious unless it is very very strategic and we have the right stakeholder on the table to discuss.
Well, excellent, Prabhu. It was really interesting and very enlightening to listen to you and understand your thoughts and point of view about the industry. And I'm very glad to have this moment with you. Thank you very much for your
Yeah,
time.
thank you
And
very much, and thank you for inviting me. It has been pleasure coming and talking. And to all the listeners who are listening to this interview and seeing this in YouTube, if you want more details about Facilio, you can go to facilio.com, facilio.com. So thanks, thank you again.
excellent. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Yeah, bye.